take your driver setup, put your trail hand on the side of your trail leg. Get your fingertips to slide down your leg until they reach about the top of your kneecap. Now take that trail hand, get your palm to face away from you and put it right in front of your trail thigh. Now here's the trick. Get your right hand to the club without getting your right shoulder to move forward at all. If I'm able to do that little tip and get set up like this and make a swing, that one little setup piece helped him literally hit it over 30 yards farther. One scoop, 1 minute, once a day, every day. What I love about AG1 is that it's just a great daily micro habit. I literally look forward to it in the morning. I take my bottle out, put it in, mix it up, takes like literally 10 seconds. For me, I just like it with ice cold water. Beyond that, I like the taste of it. I enjoy it. To me, it's an absolute no-brainer. One daily serving delivers a powerful blend of 9 health products, a multivitamin, minerals, probiotics, adaptogens, and more. I mean, I felt incredible value of it. And for me, I like results. I like to measure things. Those things matter to me. And I felt a difference when I went to go play. I not only feel physically well throughout 5 or 6 hours, I'm tired at the end, but more importantly to me, I feel mentally well. I feel sharp throughout the entire round. That allows me to be able to close out my rounds and my students and my friends that use it as well. So head to my link in the description below to get a free 1-year supply of AG Vitamin D3 and K2, plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. I mean, you just have to be able to fill in those gaps that we're not getting from food alone. And for me, it's been a real game changer, real difference maker. All right, guys, in today's video, I'm gonna show you a 20-second tip that helped my student last week literally hit his driver over 30 yards farther immediately. Here's the tip. Take your driver setup, put your trail hand on the side of your trail leg. Get your fingertips to slide down your leg until they reach about the top of your kneecap. Now take that trail hand, get your palm to face away from you and put it right in front of your trail thigh. Now here's the trick. Get your right hand to the club without getting your right shoulder to move forward at all. If I'm able to do that little tip and get set up like this and make a swing, that one little setup piece helped him literally hit it over 30 yards farther. Now here's why that works. The student that came to see me struggles with the things that I see all the time. What he had with his driver, he said, Eric, I'm trying to hit my driver farther. I feel like I've got enough speed. It just doesn't go anywhere. How do I fix this? And we looked at his swing on video, and what did he have? He had what I see a lot of players have. The ball position at setup was too far back. Okay, the ball position at setup was basically underneath his chin. Where we want to have the ball position at setup, and I put a club for reference, is a bit more forward in our stance. If I draw the line up there and it's angled right, you want that to be about through your lead armpit. And I'll show you some players doing that. You want the ball to be teed high enough and forward enough so that I have room to get the club head to travel slightly up through the ball to get it to go as far as possible. So part number 1 we did, ball forward, we put a club on the ground, just inside the lead heel, get it underneath the armpit. But the more important thing, and the second thing, and why that tip works so good, is he had no tilt at setup. Okay, the ball's in the middle, and his upper body is leaning forward with his shirt buttons pointed ahead of the golf ball. And we do like 1,000 online lessons a month at CogornoGolf.com. I see this all the time, all day long. So if you struggle with hitting your drivers too short, too low, too far to the right, check this piece out. So no tilt, chest ahead of the golf ball. I said, all right, number 1, let's get the ball forward underneath the heel. He said, oh my gosh, Eric, that feels crazy forward. And I showed him video, we saw it was good, underneath the armpit. Number 2 in the tilt, okay, we talked about what it felt like, but I gave him that tip and I want you to do the same thing. Again, take that trail hand, not down the front of your leg yet, put it down the side. And the reason you put it down the side is that helps keep your shoulders closed, keep your shirt buttons behind the ball, not forward. See how when I do that now, as I get my fingertips down the side of my leg, that gets my head more behind the golf ball. Head more behind the golf ball is another piece that helps me hit up more to hit it higher and farther. So if you want to maximize how far you hit it without swinging any harder, that's how you do that. Hit more up, okay? So set up, fingertips down my leg, Notice my head goes back behind the ball. But what he did in the beginning is what everyone does. They go here, I'm like, oh, that's good. And then he tried to get his right hand back to the club. And in doing that, watch my head and my right shoulder would go right back to the beginning. So I was like, no, 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 you're literally back to where we started with no tilt. From here, obviously, I'm gonna hit too far down, it's gonna go nowhere. So I'd move him back, I'd put this down and say, all right, stay back there. Keep that shoulder back, keep your head back, but get your arm under. And we ended up going through that specific routine. And once he got that in his setup, with the same club head speed, he went from hitting it like 220, 225 to literally 255 on like the next ball, and eventually even farther. He sent me a little note and said he had some 275-yard drives the next round out. So set up with your lead hand on the grip, the ball's forward. I got about one golf ball inside my lead heel, right hand down the leg, okay? Put your palm, keep my body here, put my palm away from me. I'm gonna feel like the palm points away. I'm gonna bring that underneath. I'm not gonna go on top, high shoulder, head forward, weak grip. I'm gonna keep that underneath, keep that darn shoulder back as you bring it under, okay? So it might feel like this inside of your elbow points a little more away from you. So now my head and my shoulder are back, the ball's forward. It feels very easy to deliver the club from inside. Down, forward, under. Keep that tilted back behind the golf ball. And that's gonna help you launch the ball higher and farther than normal. Now, if you watch any of our driver videos or on course, you see I do that already, right? Driver's my best club in my bag. I really maximize my distance given my club head speed, but most students I work with don't. Okay, so spend some time on this. Put the club on the ground. Again, this is roughly one golf ball inside my heel with a normal stance width, just about up through my armpit. Hand on the side, palm forward, bring it under, keep the shoulder back. So the head is back behind the ball. It feels like it stays behind the ball. The right shoulder feels like it stays back. And all of those are gonna help me hit the ball higher and farther compared to normal. So if you want more driver distance, that's a really easy way to put that in your swing. You still might have other things you gotta figure out, okay? But in terms of maximizing your distance, ball forward enough, have enough tilt, use that little trick. If you have any questions on your driver, leave a comment down below.